Hi friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about luxury makeup that I think is worth the money. You know, you don't see a lot of drugstore on my channel. It's not a lane I'm comfortable in. I am comfortable in like your higher end products, you know, your Sephora, your higher end Ulta brands. And when I find some that I think are so special, so worth your money, of course I'm going to bring them to you. Now, the little caveat here is these are all high-end products that are new to me and pretty much new to the market, but that I think are great for summertime. They'd be great for all year round, but definitely summertime faces. So let's jump in. Oh, and to those of you who are new to my channel, hello, my name is Jennifer. I'm into all things hair, skin, and makeup. And if you are too, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button because you know you're gonna come back for more. Oh, and BT Dubs friends, you're gonna see this hair and dress in a few videos. I am filming a bunch of stuff because, well, I've got a lot to film and I might be taking a short little trip and I don't want to miss any uploads for you guys. So just get used to the hair, makeup, and dress for a couple videos, okay? Great. All right, let's start at the beginning of the makeup routine. And for me, I've brought this to you before, but I can't help telling you about it again. I think this is the perfect foundation for summer. From Laura Mercier, this is the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation. I have the shade 1C2 Chiffon. I am loving this because it literally is weightless. It's another one of those serum foundations that you put on. I don't completely lose or cover up all of my hyperpigmentation, but I don't care. I just want a smooth canvas. I want things evened out enough, and I want it to stay and look nice all day long, and that's exactly what this does. Now, today's a hot day, and I actually did prime, went in with a little low end. This is from e.l.f. It is their Power Grip Primer. I've been loving this under the Laura Mercier. I actually just use it in my T-zone just to make sure it doesn't break up, especially since I'm filming multiple videos under these lights. This is my second video I'm filming, and we're still holding together nicely. But I've talked to you about this before. I already did a whole video dedicated to it. I will link it, so if you want to reference it, but I'm telling you, this is the perfect foundation for summer. I have mostly normal to somewhat dry skin normally, but we're going into summer, so that's going to go from dry to slightly oily. This has been working great for both of the conditions. When I was a little drier earlier in the spring, it was great. Now that I'm a little more oily because it's warmer, still working great. All right, shut up about that already. Next up, from Makeup Forever, this is their HD Skin Twist and Light. I have the shade Medium 2.0. Normally I would get the light shade, but I knew that for summertime I was going to want something that had a little more pigment. I didn't want any sort of like white cast or even pink cast. I wanted something that was going to be kind of neutral. And that's what you get when you have an orange, this green, which neutralizes redness. And then there's like a kind of a beige shadow. Oh, get it together. A beige shade. Now, this is a finishing powder. If you put it all over your face, you will be excessively glowy. I'm not saying you can't, you just got to be careful. I use it mainly for finishing, and I go in with this kind of fluffier brush and I really load it up, and I did it on the high points of my cheeks and actually a little bit under the eyes, and I brought it all the way around. I wanted glow in this area. I don't want too much glow in this area, and because today I just wasn't in the mood for a liquid highlighter. I wanted a powder, because sometimes powders, well, you know, a girl just goes by her whims. But this shade here, I don't even think you're gonna be able to see it on my hand. It is just like a nice peachy shade that gives like, can you even tell? It just gives like a nice subtle glow. I'm gonna glow enough with like my oils breaking through, but I just wanted that subtle highlight that just kind of blends everything together. It's not gonna set my makeup. I used other powder to set. This is just for a little bit of glow and highlight. Is it special? Yes, it is. Do I think I'm gonna get it in a lighter shade for the winter? Probably. Now, this product in and of itself is not new, and neither is the shade, but I think the shade is perfect for summer. From Patrick Ta, this is the shade She's Blushing. And if you look at it, it looks like this nice, like kind of suntan. It's what I have on my cheeks today. I just think for me, especially because I am so fair, pink in the summer can just be a little too like, pink. Which, don't get me wrong, I do like that, but sometimes I just want something that's a little more like bronzy looking, and this is perfect for that. So of course I used the powder blush first, and then I go over the top with the cream. As a matter of fact, I take the powder the whole length of my cheek, having it be a little more intensified in color up towards the back of my cheek and lighter at the front of my cheek. And I use the cream only from about the back to the middle of my face. That's where I get like the dewy juiciness that I want. I really don't want that on the apples of my cheeks because it can just look a little too like shiny and almost get greasy looking as my oils break through. But as far as I'm concerned, this is the perfect shade for summer. I've even used just the cream on bare skin. Is gorgeous. And I think it's beautiful on all skin tones. Like if you're very fair and have freckles, it's gorgeous. It just works with the tone of your freckles. If you have olive skin, gorgeous. And deeper complexions, it just gives this gorgeous bronzy glow. I swear to God, this is like the universal shade for everybody. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it. All right, this I'm only going to talk about a little bit because I have a video planned for you of my 4 favorite, like newest, best blushes for summer. This is one of them. This is from NARS. What is this called here so I get it right? It's the Afterglow Liquid Blush. I have it in the shade Behave. Many of you will remember I picked up the Behave Backstage Cheek Set, and Behave is my color. I love the Liquid NARS shade Behave. It's gorgeous. I was actually between getting this shade and what the hell is that other shade? I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I have decided I will be purchasing that shade because this formula is so great and so interesting. So it's on this nice little applicator. I never put these sorts of things directly on my face. This one you can because it is so light and liquidy. I would not use it on a full face of makeup like I have today because it is so liquidy. It feels like it can break it up. I have used it with like a very like fine, easy wash of foundation, like very light, not as much as I have on today. And it was fine. You can do a lot with it. So when you blend it out, it just becomes this juicy, sheer like balm. It's flippin' gorgeous. And for me, that's the perfect shade for like every day. But on bare skin, holy crap. Now, I like to be bare skinned a lot in the summer, but sometimes I just need to feel a little more put together, but I don't want a full face of put together. This is incredible for that. I told you I wasn't going to go on and on about this because I'm going to feature it in another video, but I do want you to know like these are really, really special. And if you are especially like someone who's more of a minimalist with makeup, this formula is for you. I think currently it comes in 4 shades. Oh, Dolce Vita. That's the other shade I'm going to pick up because it's a gorgeous shade. It's one of those that has been in the NARS library forever, and having it in this formula, I'm super, super excited for it. But like I said, we'll talk about it in another video because there's 3 others that are like for summer. All right, so if there's one thing I have a problem with, or I don't think it's a problem, it's like an addiction? No, just a nonstop lust. It is for lip products. I don't think I have ever left Sephora without buying a lip product. I mean, maybe now and then, but lip products are like the root of my love of makeup. And from Dior, their recently reformulated lip maximizers. Oh my God, they're so good. I have another shade. I think it's Rosewood. I picked up the shade 007. I think it's actually called Raspberry. It doesn't say it on here, but I'm pretty sure that that's what the shade was in store. It's what I have on my lips right now. I wanted something that was like bright and kind of berry pinkish for summertime, and she is that girl. I just love this so much. So let's just put a little more on so you can see. I mean, I know this pink looks a little scary, but on my lips, it looks like I've been eating like watermelon all day long, which that happens. But that juicy, plumpy, glowy gloss it's what my dreams are made of. I know the lip maximizers are pricey. Trust me, I get it. But there's just something about the formula. It feels so good on the lips. I don't know if plumping works. I can't tell. But it certainly does make my lips look plumper. It's a gloss, so it lasts as long as a gloss lasts, as long as you're not eating or drinking. It's gorgeous. It does leave a little bit of a stain behind. I'm addicted to these, and this is just my summer shade. And here again, I think this is a great shade for pretty much every skin tone. It's gorgeous. However, I did succumb to 2 other lip products from YSL. This is their, let me get it right, Rouge Volupté Candy Glaze Double Care Balm. I have 2 shades, 13 Flashing Rose and number 2 Healthy Glow Plumper. Let me show you the Healthy Glow Plumper first because, well, I've been using the crap out of her. First thing that I like about these, there's so many of these, like, hear that, twist ups, that once you twist them up, they're up. This one, nope, it does go back down. Thank you so much. It makes me crazy when they're up and you can't turn them back down. Now I'm going to take this off. This is my everyday like balm gloss that lives in my purse. Ever since I've got it, that's where she's been living. So I normally don't wear it with a lip pencil unless I've like kind of gotten myself together and then I go downstairs and pull it out of my purse. But here it is just on its own. It's just a neutral, gorgeous, glossy balm. And I know you're like, lady, you spent a lot of money on that gorgeous, glossy balm. Yes, I did. And I will do it again when this runs out. I'm so in love with this. I love how it feels. I, of course, live and die for this YSL packaging. It's gorgeous. I feel so elegant and ladylike when I use it. And the balm itself feels so nice on my lips. I actually feel like it is nourishing and moisturizing my lips. Very often this sort of product is just pretty. This one I've been wearing so much because it feels like it's really doing something nice for my lips. They haven't chapped at all. Is there a scent? I think that is probably just the scent of the ingredients. It doesn't seem scented to me, but maybe it is and I'm just not noticing it because it's light enough that it doesn't bother me. But for me and everyone who doesn't like a tinted gloss or balm, this is perfection. Is she like $40 worth of perfection? Yeah, I think so. Let me just check my receipt here to see. Oh, she's $39. God damn, it's a lot of money. But when you're a makeup lover, some things are just worth it. And of course, because I cannot stop myself, I had to get a tinted shade. Like I said, this is the shade 13. Let me just put it on my hand so you can see. Here again, it's gorgeous. That is my sort of like natural neutral color. I mean, why not put it on for you? This I have worn with and without a lip pencil. Let's do it without for right now. Now, these are soft. I do not recommend that you smash them on your lips and you smear them all over. You just have to lightly go over your lips to get the perfect amount of color payoff. If you are like, it's going to be too much, you're going to look crazy. And I can twist it back down again so it's not getting crushed in the cap. The little things mean so much when you're spending $39. And that shade is just my lips, but juicier and glossier, and I friggin' love it. It's worth the $39 for me. I told you this was luxury. And last but not least, from Beauty Blender, this is their Boost 4-in-1 Firming Peptide Setting Spray. Now, according to them, this weightless 18-hour wear setting spray delivers an ultrafine mist to set makeup and blur pores while also helping skin to appear more bouncy and youthful. Here's the deal. It's a new setting spray, so I always want to try new setting sprays. This is literally like hairspray for your face. As a matter of fact, that's how setting spray started out. Back in the day, drag queens used hairspray to set their makeup. So that's where all of our setting sprays have kind of gone with their like firmness. However, nothing is quite as strong as hairspray. This here is, and the reason I know it is because when I spray it on my face, if it gets in my hair gets crunchy. Not a big deal. I just comb it out, brush it out, put my fingers through it, whatever. But the hold on this is amazing. Now it says it has peptides. Great. I love peptides. Does it blur pores? Maybe, but I also use powder like on a little triangle sponge and I go in and blur my pores on my own. So is it blurring pores? I don't know. I just know that it is setting and holding my makeup amazingly. And for summertime, that's a big deal because of the sweating, the humidity, the glow, you know. All right, now at $33 for how many ounces? 3.38, which is 100 mLs. Yeah, it's a little pricey. I've used it a bunch and it is an ultrafine mist. You can tell it looks like I haven't used it at all. And this is the only setting spray I've been using since I purchased this. The ultrafine mist checks out and it really is like a firm holding setting spray. It doesn't feel sticky or tacky on my skin. It dries down really nicely. I like it. I'm going to throw one more in just for good measure, even though I've talked about it a few times. From Laura Mercier, this is the Translucent Loose Setting Powder in the shade Tone Up Rose. It is a pink toned setting powder. I like this very much because of the pinky peachy tone, especially for summertime. Translucent powder can just almost give off a white cast when I have a little bit of color, or when anyone has a little bit of color, especially in the summertime. I know you're not supposed to be able to see translucent, but you can sometimes. This pink Tone Up has been hands down my favorite setting powder for shade and consistency in a very long time. I love how it just meshes with the color of my skin. I don't feel like I look too powdery. It blends in beautifully. It's all the things that Laura Mercier powders have always been, but adding that shade to it has just leveled up the game so much. This is never in my store. I actually had to get it online. It's sometimes hard to get. If you do kind of struggle with getting the right shade of translucent powder for yourself, I would definitely look into getting this, because even though it's pricey, it's only, well, it's 1 ounce. I can't remember what I paid for it. It was definitely over $40. It's pricey for powder, but it's such an incredible powder. I couldn't not bring it up again. All right, you guys, so that is all for my luxury makeup that is worth the splurge, especially for summertime. I will, of course, have all these products linked in the description box below. And I just want to give a little shout out to you guys. Like, our little channel has been growing every day. More people subscribe, and it just like makes my heart explode, because I can't believe, like, it seems like, you know, there's some huge channels out there, but my little channel continues to grow. So that either tells me you like what I'm doing, or you're like, this lady's a clown and I want to come back and see more of what she's going to do. Either way, I love you for it. All right, you guys, as always, I want to thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you real soon.